Back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. We are pleased to be joined by Nick Sanchez, the driver of the number 2 Chevrolet for Rev Racing in the ARCA Menards Series. How's it going, man?
Not much, doing good.
All right, let's talk about that Daytona Test last week. Getting ready for that. What has that been like? Getting with all that, just going down and testing at Daytona. What did you guys accomplish while you were down?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing, we just wanted to make sure everything was good for the race. We only tested for 1 day, so really didn't change too many things in the car. Tried to keep it like it was in Talladega, tweak a couple things, but just really, clockwork for us and just getting everything ready.
Okay, so I know that a lot of with the team trying to get put together. Do you know your crew chief and all that? What's your plan on that?
Yeah, I don't know my crew chief just yet. But I will have most of the same team behind me. But yeah, just kind of looking forward to a new season, new start. Some people are coming in new. I don't know. I really don't have an answer for my crew chief just yet. So hopefully I'll find that out in the next couple weeks.
We'll stay tuned for that one. So let's talk about this season. I know you got to win that last race at Kansas, but then you now have the momentum heading into this year, because it's going to be a pretty competitive championship between you, as well as your teammate, and also with Daniel Dye as well.
Yeah, I mean, I look at last year, and I feel like we could have had a couple more wins, if things would have gone our way. But at the end of the day, I don't believe we had the fastest cars in the field at any given race, even the one that we won. And this coming year, I hope we could kind of check that box off, because I believe if we do bring cars a little bit faster, to compete against those bigger teams, I believe we could win a lot. So it's just I feel like that's the biggest thing for us, and that's what we're working on the best, or the most, should I say. Just being that extra little bit better to contend for wins that much more.
Love when like big announcements come out like right when I'm talking with you, because the Sioux Chief Showdown races just got announced. Of course, the 10 races are, of course, 10 races, a championship within a championship in the ARCA Menards Series. It will be Phoenix, Iowa, Berlin, Elko, Mid-Ohio, Lucas Oil, Watkins Glen, Milwaukee Mile, DuQuoin, and finishing it out at Bristol. What do you like about those like 10 races in short tracks? Because we know that there've been a lot of them, and plus there's a dirt track on there too.
Yeah, it's obviously a very diverse schedule. I really like all the races on there. Obviously I'm focused on trying to win the big championship, but I guess it's kind of cool to have a championship and a championship. But yeah, looking forward to it.
So you didn't run the dirt races last year. I know that your car won one of them, but but you personally were not in there. Obviously, it'll be as you and Raja try to go for the full season championship. What's that going to be like running dirt towards when we get to Springfield and DuQuoin later in the year?
I mean, I guess we'll just have to see. I mean, those dirt tracks, they're more like by the end of the night or the end of the day, they're kind of like asphalt tracks. So just really, I think, patience. They're not like, it's not like an Eldora where you can kind of run up top. In my opinion, it's not like a true dirt track. It's just maybe a looser type asphalt track. But yeah, it'll be different.
So it looks like one of the biggest things that happened last year with you is that the strongest place you were was at the 1.5 miles. So you guys, I mean, really outside of, the first Kansas race, you guys were really on top of things. Like you were strong at Charlotte, you were strong at Michigan. Obviously the second Kansas race, you were up there with Ty, which eventually you won. Where do you think your 1.5 mile program is at right
now? I think it's obviously probably the same as it was last year. I feel like, our 1.5 mile program was almost comparable to that of Venturini, which in my eyes is really good. I think we still have a ways to go to get to the JGR 1.5 mile program, but we're definitely making our way there. I feel like, yeah, no doubt that was our strongest package we brought to the track. And, really what we're focused on this coming year is make that mile and a half package, an every race thing. Obviously not literally, like a place like Phoenix or Bristol, but bring that same methodology, if you would say, to like a Phoenix. I want to run in the mile and a half like long story short, I just want to try to contend at each and every race. And I feel like last year, our mile and a half program was the only place I could really contend. That's what you saw, what happened at Kansas. So, I would love to contend like that at a place like Phoenix, Bristol, Milwaukee. So just really work on that side of our program, and hopefully, hopefully you won't notice a difference between our mile and a half program and our flat track program, because they'll be winning.
So how different is it going to be now with two cars running all 20 races with you and Raja?
I mean, it probably won't be too much different. I feel like we might be able to get to we might be able to find speed quicker now that we have two cars. You could try twice as much stuff. But really, within the team, we're expanding a little bit, our cars, our personnel. So it shouldn't take away from anything that was good last year.
Okay. And then really just overall this season, do you feel like this is the year that you can win a championship?
Yeah, I mean, you always want to start the season off like that, but we'll just have to see as the year progresses. Obviously, ARCA, if you wreck out one race or break apart, you're in a pretty big deficit. I mean, you don't have like a playoff, so like anything could happen. But obviously, I want to win the championship. So that's not a given when you start the year or finish the year. But I just want to see how the year plays out.
Forgot to mention something, but of course you're also going to be PartTime Xfinity racing like Raja. But Raja will be with Alpha Prime. You're going to be with BJ McLeod. Do you know how many races you'll be running, and do you know what car number you will drive?
I don't have a set amount of races like in stone. I know it's going to be a handful. I don't know the car number yet. But obviously, like I said, previously, my first race would be Phoenix.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. We'll obviously those as plans as we can. But Nick Sanchez, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us, and good luck this season, bud.
Awesome. Thank you very much.